Thanks so much. I welcome you to Politics Today. I'm your brother, Secret. Let me present to the human family how 5 Supreme Court justices whose loyalty is not to the law, how they destroyed Rivers State. And by their action also, they have destroyed democracy in Nigeria.
I will agree that the judiciary is almost comatose. You know, we're here to speak in the truth. My father would say, that at this age, in Yoruba, he would say, "Mo le shenu mi." That means at this age, you cannot, Yoruba people, Ogbenyoja. What does it mean? That means I can't withdraw my mouth. I have been I'm privileged to be over 70 time really, where people like us, I consider myself an elder. I'm not old, but I'm an elder. So I consider this is the time that elders should talk, because what else am I looking for? I'm not looking to anybody for money. The Lord has blessed me, So please, there has to be a change. Judiciary, this is the most important arm of government. An arm that can kill and make alive, an arm that can decide who is the president, and that you, governor, get off that seat. That is the most powerful arm. It's the most powerful. So God will have to help us, because what is happening, it can no longer be tolerated. The people have lost interest in the courts. People come to me.
The judiciary seems to be the chief enemy of the Nigerian people. For the past 10 years, the activities of Nigerian judiciary have been taking Nigeria backward. All the atrocities of the political class would not have been possible if not for questionable judicial pronouncements. A section of the Nigerian judges seems to be at war against Nigerian people. You see, 5 Supreme Court justices who do not believe in truth, who demonstrated total lack of learning and character, lied in a very shameful manner that there is no evidence of defection whatsoever, claiming that 27 lawmakers never moved from PDP to APC. That is the lie these 5 Supreme Court justices deliberately garbage out. The issue before them was not to determine whether the 27 lawmakers defected or not. They never asked for evidence of defection, which was already in their possession, because the state lawmakers were in Abuja Federal High Court, where they swore an affidavit that they are now APC lawmakers. The judiciary cannot claim they are not in possession of that document. Now, look at the sad reality. It was on the basis of the said wicked pronouncement of 5 Supreme Court justices that a sitting president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whose loyalty also is not to the law, removed a sitting governor unconstitutionally. There is no provision in the law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that empowers a sitting president to remove a democratically elected governor or suspend or whatever, and appoint a military administrator to take over the office of that governor, whether for one day. There is no provision in the Constitution. The case has been in court for over 5 months. the judiciary have refused to make a pronouncement. They are waiting. By September 18 or so, it will be 6 months of that declaration. Maybe after FOPRA have served because they have gotten all that they want. When they call it off, the judiciary will now tell us the case has become academic. They will strike it out. This is the game played in a third world country where there is no rule of law, where men are without established identity, where men are without sense of personal worth and value, where the loyalty of judicial officers is not to the law. That is the game you see playing out. Every Dick, Tom, and Harry, even a goat in Nigeria, knows that 27 lawmakers defected from PDP to APC. Those lawmakers are still there working for APC. Come to think about it. If APC had not taken over, how come local government election was conducted unconstitutionally also by a military administrator? People did not vote for him, but he is the one conducting local government election. Then go and check the party. Declared winner, APC. There is no party in Nigeria where the opposition party cleared the seats in any local government election. Chairmanship, councillorship, there is no state in Nigeria where if you have a PDP state, then election will be conducted for local government, then APC will win it. If you have APC state, election will be conducted for the local government, then PDP will win it. There is no state in Nigeria where such a thing had ever happened. What happened in Rivers State speak volume of the party in charge of the state, holding the structure. It's still in line with the state defection from PDP to APC. That is where the power is now. That's the reason when the election was conducted, whether real or imaginary, APC declared winner of 20 local governments out of 23. Both the 3 given to PDP, they are all the same. The 6 PDP chairmanship winners are all working for the same person. But where is the problem coming from? The problem is coming from that deliberate blunder, that lie, that there is no evidence of defection, which the judiciary that have lost every sense of shame had not been able to deny. Because everybody is with evidence of defection. It's everywhere. The papers are there.
It can no longer be tolerated. The people have lost interest in the courts. People come to me. They say, look, we have a problem. How do I do? And I want to go to court. And I always tell them, if this is where you are going to get your food, forget it. Continue your business. You can have your case. It will be determined when it will be determined. But that is not even a good commentary coming from somebody who was a judicial officer. The backlogs are too many. We are repelling investors. Nobody is going to invest in a country where the judicial system is not working, where disputes take forever to be resolved. Nobody is coming there. There was a survey of the top 10 African countries, and sadly my nation wasn't there.
If an individual will on his own go to court and say, I am APC member, I move from PDP to APC, then you see a compromised judge telling you there is no evidence that he defected from PDP to APC. What not sound like that. What other evidence do you need? Who will present that evidence? When somebody was in court to say, I am APC member, I have moved from PDP to APC, then you are asking for evidence that he defected. The same judiciary. That's what you see in a country that is not fashioned to succeed. When you hear Nigeria is a scam, these are this. This is authentic fact. When Dele Ferrotimi said, what we have in Nigeria is a criminal justice system, the judiciary daily produce evidence to justify what Dele Ferrotimi said. What is the essence of this video? To let the human family know the judiciary had destroyed the democracy Nigerian people fought for. Rivers State is in a very difficult situation now because of the pronouncement of the judiciary. Go and study what happened on the 31st of last Saturday when they conducted the election for local government. You will know that what we are witnessing in Rivers State is state capture, orchestrated by the power that be in Abuja. But that is not for the good of the people. What are the gladiators fighting for? The resources that should be for the welfare of the people, that should be for the security, the well-being of the people, the progress of the people, the peace of the people. That is what the forces of darkness in Abuja had compromised. We need to know, because this thing is going around. Nigeria will happen to every Nigerian if nothing is done to enthrone rule of law. If nothing is done to ensure there is truth and justice. The people must know the truth before the country will be safe. If you have Supreme Court justices who can lie in a criminal manner without any sense of shame, they will be lying. Children in the primary school will say, shame, you are lying, it is not true. The Supreme Court judge, 5, all will agree to package lie against the people, against the state, against democracy, against rule of law. Yet the whole nation is quiet. And Nigerians move on. Nigerians just move on. The president knows this is a lie. The Attorney General and Minister for Justice know this is a lie. The NBA, Nigerian Bar Association, they know this is a lie. All the religious leaders know what the Supreme Court said is a criminal lie. The traditional institution know that what the Supreme Court said is a criminal lie. Civil society organization, they know that what the Supreme Court said is a criminal lie. The media knows that what the Supreme Court said is a criminal lie. The international community knows what the Supreme Court said is a criminal lie. Yet, we allowed it. What have we done? We have enthroned darkness. The devil lives in lies. We have said, God, stay away from the affairs of Nigeria. The government had enthroned lies, made it instrument of state policy. It's now they have weaponized propaganda, weaponized falsehood just to keep the people in bondage. And we are all watching. Where will help come for the Nigerian people? The religious leaders are compromised. The traditional institutions, they are out. Who will then help the Nigerian people? We do not have elder statesmen anymore. We do not have opinion leaders anymore. It's a sorry tale. The situation is a terrible one. But then, let's go and let God.